Hey everyone, so we are going to be cooking some artichokes here today. This is just something I love cooking, especially around Christmas time. You could also do dips and things like that. But yeah, I have some artichokes here, and I have 4 of them. Be careful because this side is very pointy. They have little, Kimberly, no. They have, they're cactuses. They're a flower from a cactus, just not flower didn't fully grow. But they do have some pokies, and we're actually going to get rid of those and chop up the stem a little bit and chop about right here off the front. I'm doing a simple, easy one this time. I've done artichokes before. They taste really, really good if you do have Parmesan cheese. Over here, where I live, cheese is the most expensive item to always get, but especially Parmesan cheese. But if you do have Parmesan cheese, definitely when you're cooking it the way I'm going to be cooking it today, you're actually going to open it up a little bit, put a little garlic inside of it, put a little salt on it, put a little butter on top of it, and then put your shredded Parmesan cheese all on it. Like, go crazy on it if you like it. And they taste wonderful that way as well. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and just chop these up and get ready to put them in a pot to cook. Again, I don't have cheese. This time of the year, cheese is very expensive. But we're going to do it this way. And these were actually pretty cheap. These were 4 for $5, which they're usually about almost $2 each, I believe. So artichokes right now, where I live, are actually pretty cheap. And they're on sale a lot of times. So let's get started. So here I'm just going to grab my cutting board, and I'm actually going to start cutting them. I'm going to start cutting the stem off, and then getting whatever leaves are at the bottom, just kind of scraping it off. You can eat the stem part. It has a lot of fiber in that, but I'm actually just cutting that part off and just kind of trimming it down a little bit. But once you cook it, you can eat the stem part. But yeah, and then here, since I do not have kitchen scissors, I'm just using my knife to cut off the needle parts of this cactus or cactus flower. So sorry, I am sick though, but and sorry for saying a lot. So I'm just cutting off the stem parts, and then I'm just going to cut, say, about right here of it off. You can turn it around while you're cutting it. You can just cut it straight through if you have a good knife. It's really up to you. I like to sometimes cut them around. Sometimes I'm able to cut them just straight through. And then I'm just going to kind of fluff it out a little bit. So I'm going to be able to put what I want inside of it, like the salt and the pepper and the garlic. So I'm trying to fluff it out as much as I can, as you guys can see here. Try not to stick your finger too much in the middle part. The middle part is the flower part. You'll see there's sometimes purple in the middle. See a little bit of purple right there. That part still has little needles, little splinter needles, like from the cactuses. It still has a little bit of those, so be careful with that. But again, just fluffing it out. I'm trying to fluff out and trying to get a little bit of the flour from the inside, but it's kind of how I want it. So I could put a little bit of salt and a little bit of oil, and I'm going to add some garlic and some pepper, and then I'm just cutting those off. So I'm going to do the rest of them, and then I have my pot of water right here, and with the pot of water I just put them in there. I don't have the water up too much. I only have it about just enough to the tip of the bottom leaves that are left that you see right there. Kind of the reason why I leave a little bit of a stem on, because it's able to still cook it that way as well. So I just added some salt, I added some pepper, and I added a little bit of fresh chopped up garlic. So I have that, and I put that on top, and then I'm just going to put foil on it, and I'm going to cook it to medium low heat. medium high heat a little bit. Medium heat pretty much. Just try to make it as much of a medium heat as possible. Right in the middle. And I'm going to actually cook it. These here, depending on the size, actually, you could cook it from 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Depending on their size, that's as long as they cook for. But make sure you have a pot with lid on it. This pot here doesn't have a lid, so I'm actually just using foil to secure all the moisture. And I'm having that cook, and this is what we're gonna actually have. So here it is ready after 35 minutes, and I'm just taking off the sides of the foil, and as you guys can see, all the steam coming from it, and they smell so good. Let me just say that I love these, especially if you have a vegan or a vegetarian in the family. Instead of adding cheese, do it just like how I did it here. If you're able to pull off the leaves, they are done. So like that. If you're able to do that with a leaf and they come off easily with no struggle, then they are done. But this is a great little appetizer you could put out there for anyone that is vegan or vegetarian when you're having your Christmas party. It's a great and simple way to actually cook these. And they're really good, plus very nutritious. They're very nutritious for you. And it's always good to have a variety of food. And around this time, for especially us, they're always on sale around this time. So it's perfect, and it works out for Christmas. So I like doing these when they come on sale because they are so good. And then plus when you do the spinach dip, it's another way of doing. You could just cook it just like this and scrape out the heart and the meat from the leaves, and you could do your spinach dip. But this is a very simple, easy way. I used to be afraid of cooking these things, but not anymore. I've done it for a few years now, cooking them, and it's actually really good. It's a big hit, and if you are vegan or vegetarian, it's actually great, or you have families that are, and you kind of want to give them that opportunity to snack on something at your Christmas party, definitely add this to it, simple and easy. Kind of that 30 minutes to 45 minutes, depending on the size of them, and they're actually really good. But this part, the purple part, that's the part of the flour you don't eat, and the part at the bottom is it's like little fuzzy bristle kind of things. You don't eat that. That's one thing you do not eat. But I hope you guys like them. And just like picking off the little thing, but I do hope you guys like these, and they are simple and easy. But again, just right here is the part that you do eat. That's the heart. That's actually what you also make when you do a spinach artichoke dip. But the bristly part to the the flour, you don't eat. Now with eating it, you only scrape off this part of the white part. Pretty much you just put it in your mouth and just kind of scrape it off with your teeth. This is so good. The other thing you could do is add a little bit of dipping sauce. Look at that white part. Add a little dipping sauce for it, and it tastes so good. This is a great little meal for you guys, especially as a little appetizer for the Christmas parties or whenever you're inviting people for Christmas. So I thought this was a great idea, especially since artichokes are something like right now where I live, they are on sale. But this is the part that you eat, this little white part right here. And again, this part right here, that you don't eat. Then this part right here, it's like a little fuzzy area, you don't eat. The reason why you don't eat that part, there is a saying, is if you eat this fuzzy part right here, you choke to death, basically. The reason why they're called artichokes. But this is how it is, and I hope you guys like it. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.